change, ready to accept the challenges. The challenge which says in front of you is that, okay, I come here. What are the ways that I will make myself more better engineer? Because you chose, by chance you chose engineering as your degree. So your aspiration should be a better engineer for next 4 years. And if you want to change your profession, it's always fine, but at least for the sake of the parents, you have to continue and show the justice to the money which is spent, so you have to come as a good engineer first. So what needs to be done for that? There are several things which is required to move forward. And probably some people, when you join in it, first thing is that the premier institution, you will think of it that you will not get it and you entered into this. The second thing, for that I just addressed that what will be the what will be the way you can move forward. The second most important thing is that people aspire for different subjects. Some people will say that I'm too interested in electronics, but somehow my parents have asked me to put into the mechanical. I'm more interested in computer science, but I have been opted to the mechanical engineering. In mechanical engineering, I am more interested to this particular thing. This is the thing which will come because we are in a society where we have been asked from the school days what you want to become. So you will start with something like a joker. I want to become a joker when you are 3 years old, and then you grow up. They will shape you that what your parents has in their mind that they will put into you, and you will finally say that yes, I want to become. It's nothing like that. Anybody has a kind of an aspire that I want to become, and after becoming that they have excelled. Nothing like this. Most of the times the circumstances and environment made a people a better or a famous people. The great scientist Einstein not studied science. He was a patent clerk in a university, in a patent office. He is a clerk in Switzerland. He started his career like that. And after reading, he got an interest. He is a proof corrector. When he started reading the patents more and more, he got an interest that, okay, I can develop a theory of that. The theory of relativity comes from reading others' patents. So, nothing like that, you have to do it. And it may be an age old. Today you can take that. People would have known that about Sundar Pichai. Sundar Pichai is a Google CEO. So Google is a very big giant in IT, computer. Is Sundar Pichai, do anybody know what is the basic engineering degree for Sundar Pichai? No. One step down, he is a metallurgist. He studied his metallurgy from IIT Kharagpur and then moved to the university where he got, and job he would have got by the accident into the Google, entering into the Google and then to the Google Chrome, then come to this position. This is a real-time example. So, even today, it's not that, okay, I was much interested in that particular course, if it would have been very nice, but somehow I come over here. Don't think like this. These are all the things can be changed very easily. Nobody has that, the perfection that I want to become like this and they are, okay, say that they become like that. There is no assurance that he will be a very successful person. And there will be other people will lead him or take over him. That's very much possible. So the childhood aspirations are mostly, it's a kind of it can be evaporated much faster. It will not stay for a very long time. So when you come to here, you have to make committed that, okay, I joined, and all of you are mechanical engineers, mechanical engineering, you are CSC and EC, okay, ECSC and EC. So you come to this course and then you should think that, okay, I science and knows about the applications. An IT guy knows about the application of a tax and knows about the applications of the normal running of mechanical systems and the machines. When he knows about the tax and other things only, he can become another good software developer. If he knows about the machines and their configurations and the mechanism, then only there will be a new origin called mechatronics will be evolved. So then only your opportunity will be more. You have to learn, or you know about the material science, materials and their properties and so on. You will become a very, very successful semiconductor person. So that is how the interdisciplinary things needs to be learned. First year is there for you. In the first year you will study all the subjects. Oh, why I should study chemistry, why I should study physics. If you think that it's not right, that is going to be the fundamental for all of you to do things in the future. You may do, don't worry, you may do after BE, you may go to MBA. After MBA, again you will be dealing some sales related to the product. That product you should understand it properly. And the functionality you have to understand that. Otherwise you cannot be a better marketing person. So even there you should know that the basic science needs to be understood more clearly so that you can move faster. You can excel in the career. And when it comes to the educational system, compared to the foreign education system, our education systems are quite laborious. Too much needs to be taught in a very short span of time. I don't think anybody, any other country studied like this. So we studied lots and lots of subject during our syllabus curriculum. That's why most of the times it is more of an exam oriented. After the exam you happily forget it. After getting the mark you happily forget it. And in these things, how you can relate your things, your activities, more of attending, trying to see that concept and develop that, and attending the seminars. The seminars used to happen in these campuses, on different campuses. So nowadays I see that a lot of college holds a seminar every year. From February I used to see that people call me that, sir, why don't you come and inaugurate that our college is conducting the seminar. And I see that plenty of colleges are conducting the seminar. Forsake it, you attend it. And it may not be very depth in detail on these things, but for your standard, for your level of thing, it is a great exposure. It's not that every time you have to learn something. You get exposed to the things. So, okay, seminar means there will be a structure of, the papers will be presented. These papers will have this kind of a content. What is the novelty which we are bringing in? And then what will happen after attending 2 seminars? It will make you the inspiration to present yourself. And you will get more exposure. This is going to be, when you face next level, after you get a marks, absolutely fine, and you come out with a good score, fine. But you should be sold in the market for a job or something else. Even you venture yourself, you should get a confidence. Your attitude should come to the level that attitude change should come to the level you can face the world with confidence. So those are all the times. First, to this seminar kind of things will help you. Have a lot of clubs and then move freely, discuss them, and probably people will think that only confined to the studies. I don't say that you should confine to the studies. You should be also critic on the socio-economical things which is happening. And you should be aware of these things. That will certainly help you to what today industries and other places seeing that what is the plus this guy has over the other, this guy or girl has over the others. When I do a lot of recruitment, I go for the interview. First thing is that my HR guy will decide that he will take all these people, the biodata and then marks, and then they will filter. There they will filter. Bring some 10 people to me. Probably I have to take 2 people. Now I will not see the marks at all. Probably whom I have taken will be the least mark among the group. I will not see their marks. I will not see their certificates. I will sit and start discussing. and I will see that what is this guy as a plus in it. Because the engineer can also be a manager. So you should know to manage the people, you should know the socio-economical or political situations, and when you know these things and you know how to act, depends on the situations. You can be good at that, but when you interact with others, it's not only the subject matters, it also the behavior matters. The behavior when it will come when you know and study many things out of your syllabus, out of your subject, out of engineering. Then only these things will come. So the behavioral change is very, very important. Today's, thanks to all this social media and as well as the exposure, these days the kids certainly has a very, very good behavioral change. But when as I told my son and myself, in 9th standard I was in a total term. My son is, I admire him talking all these things. But one thing is that I should not compare myself and him when I was 9th standard. I should only compare his classmates in 9th standard. They are equally good with them. So he has to make difference between himself and his classmates, not when I was at 9th standard. So your world is competitive. Your world is competitive, so you have to be more and more of aware on the systems. And if anybody asks today what has happened to the why Britain has come out, anybody knows that Britain today, what is the headline news, anybody knows that? Huh? Share has come down. Yes, you are right. Why share has come down? So Britain has come out from the Euro. Britain has come out from the European Union. So that impact has affected everywhere. As an R&D person, I cannot be isolated myself not knowing this. Why I should know this? The reason is that there are exports we do to the countries like Britain and as well as to the Euro. Now being different, what will be the scenario? And where we are selling the product for in the pound, we are selling it for 100 pounds, which if this is equal to 100 pound is equal to 10,000 rupees. Now the same 100 pound will be selling, it will be 9,000 rupees. So if that is 1,000 rupees cut to my product, what way I can adjust my product or bringing the new product? This is what I have to think. For that, I should know what's happening over there. If I don't get quick enough on this thing, there will be some other person will cross me and sit in my seat. So the race, challenges, running around is not there only up to +2, and probably the parents would, if you would have studied +2 and got a good mark, your life is settled. It is nothing like this. You have to keep on studying, keep on making the attempts and to more and more run in the race. So you should not, and one thing is that, we should not get tired for that. How you will not get tired? See, I have to study, I have to study, I have to study. If you make it that, and that is the way it has to be move forward, certainly anybody will get tired. You should make that as an interest. You should make that as a passion. That is why I told that it is only creating in your mind. You have to create in your mind that, I can do this. I like this. Okay, this is the opportunity I got. I have to utilize it. Rather, I was interested on something else and I entered into these things. It will never work. So you have to have a better understanding on the subject which you do and have to have a passion to excel in your area. So this is very important. And coming to this, I was telling about the seminars, conferences, clubs. These are all the things which you can involve yourself. Nevertheless, marks also important. Marks also important. So that you have to do the justice for the board exams and whatever the exams which is being conducted. You have to get more and more acquainted and more marks. So most of the times, this 4 years period determines that whether you will quit it and then go to the job or entrepreneurship, or go and study more and more, go and study more. In a recent, not this 5 years, before 5 years, if you look at that, the people going to the master degree was very, very less. Because most of the times, they get an IT job, they come and then just take everybody, grab everybody and then put into the IT industry. Today that's come down. I mean, people who studied a mechanical engineering or the metallurgy, they will do they even go to the IT job. And today it is come down. Still the intake is there, but not to the extent they have expanded drastically on those days. Those days, the masters, people going to the masters and PhDs were very, very minimal. Very, very minimal. And it started from my period. And what happens is the great vacuum has been created. There is a lot of opportunity in that area who have studied the master's doctorate on those times, even in this country. There is a lot of vacuum. There is a lot of opportunity. So one has to see that how you will take that into the elite club. Because just completing a degree, today everybody does that almost. You find every house there is one engineer. You have to make a difference of the period. This guy can go to the manager position and can able to lead the team. This guy even after 4 years, he may not be able to, or 5 years, 6 years, he may not be able to. So even to achieve your goal faster, that might be a better route. You should find it. So that is another thing I would suggest. Don't stop your studies. You move on to the studies. And master's means it need not to be only in India. We do not be so nationalist when it comes to the education. Don't worry about going and studying any part of the world. It gives you a different dimensions. So there are a lot of opportunities these days. A lot of universities in the abroad attract Indian students for two reasons. One is that they come, they pay, they also get the money, and then that big grant. And also the Indian students are very sincere on their work, and the professor may have got some funding from an agency and that needs to be completed. If he pays a small money to an Indian student and he can able to complete the project, and also one student has got help, financial help, and he completes his degree, either it's a master's or a PhD. So that is quite a big opportunity is there. This is the time all of you should, maybe not in the first year, at least in the second year onwards, you should always see that what are the opportunities are there, which universities, what is the exam, if I pass, I will get selected. So do a lot of homework on it. And I will tell you, it is not that difficult to crack those things. Don't think that IITians or other people are going and so we may not be able to go. It's nothing like this. In principle, the colleges, college people are in these state-run colleges where the curriculums are more depth than the premier institutions. They study less after going to there. As your parents know, they are enjoying it. And you may not enjoy because you study more and more. So the opportunity, the chances for getting into this kind of an entrance exam is more flourishing opportunity for you than the people are from the premier institutions. So keep an eye, have an ambition that I should get into this. You can have any ambition at this stage, but ambitions on all these things is ready to change. Don't stick into that. When you don't get it, don't worry about that. Set a new ambition. So that is a way one you have to move forward. Either you can be an entrepreneur, you can, okay, 4 years is sufficient. After 4 years I am fine. I want to go and study, I want to go and work, and I want to be happy. Even that is fine. Or you can even have more ambition, go to the studies, further studies here or abroad, wherever it is, doctorate. That's all. But set your target right at this time. This is the time you have to set your target. Because most of the time, most of the plus 2 and so on, you are too uncertain that what you will become. Today you are very clear that okay, you are an engineer. I I want to be an engineer. When you are an engineer, now you can set a target. That's the one thing, and you move forward. But even if you don't achieve the target, don't worry about it. There are plenty of opportunities in this world. Grab what the best comes to you and reset your target that this is my interest and make it that work as an apprenticeship. Why I am telling this thing is that my life itself is a kind of such opportunity. And first of all, just to reveal that I am not an engineer. I am a chemist. I did my BSc and MSc in chemistry. After my MSc chemistry, I joined PhD. I qualified the grade examinations and then joined PhD. The PhD where I was doing something on material science, the corrosion of metals. That was my PhD. That has a lot of chemistry to that. So that was my PhD. I was doing that. It's on biomaterials. The materials which used to keep it in the body, the plates, rods, and so on. So how do you improve the corrosion resistance? And so that the passion will not take over. That was totally interdisciplinary. So I have to study about biology. I have to study about interact with the doctors, and I have to interact with the metallurgists, which I don't know at all. And then I know little amount of chemistry since I studied a master. Well, it was a good work I have done when I regard because something around 10 publications I got out of PhD, and I have been invited as a student all over the Israel. There's something called Gordon Research Conference in US that happens, where the Nobel laureates present their work, and the size is restricted for 50 people, and there is 2 students, PhD students, they select across the world. I am the one from that, from India they have selected, and I am the one. I am one person probably from US. So that is the recognition I got. Then I immediately got a postdoc. I went for my postdoctorate in Japan, and there I was working on more of again corrosion. On a corrosion of big turbine engines for aircraft applications. So study more about the aircraft dynamics, what happens, because it doesn't stop only studying that. What is the temperature, why the temperature should be there, why can't you reduce the temperature? Because I have been assigned the jobs that under particular temperature this metal should work. But I should ask myself that why it should, this is the environment, this is the project which is given, I should study that why it should be like this, why not it should be at this temperature so that there are some other metals used. They would have certainly studied and then only they would have come to this conclusion. But I should also understand, I should convince myself that that's okay, this is that. So started studying that. And that was a project done. Then after that I got my job. Again work on the power plant industries. In a power plant industries, the steel pipes which goes, that if you increase the temperature, the pipes will be, lot of rust will form. The temperature if it is increased. So you require a coating to be given. So study more about the power plants, fossil fuels, the turbines, other things. In this doing the course, I become totally a metallurgist. Because all these things are metallurgy, I forgot my chemistry totally. I became a metallurgist. And then again I more worked on to the bridges, structures where the steels are used, increase the steel bolts, strength of the steel rods and so on. That is what. When I come back to India, if I go and join, I went to the IIT Madras for the faculty institution. And they told me that you have to teach only, you cannot be in metallurgy, you have to be in chemistry. I told no, I can't join at this moment because I cannot do the justice after doing all these things. It is not that by interest I went to metallurgy, it is all accident. And I got it there. Again, I am going and studying the chemistry is not possible. So I told that I will not study, I want to only in the metallurgy. But if you are into the metallurgy, you have to have a metallurgical degree if you teach a student. So that is what they told. I told that India should change the rules. In the MIT, the world premier institutions, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, where they also metallurgy department has a course called argumentology. the interdisciplinary meets in one place, then only the growth will happen. Otherwise, it will never grow. And after 2 years, they asked me that we change the rules, why don't we join? But at the time, I joined in the industry. I started liking the industry. I am not into the academics. Okay, academics, I am not into that. Actually, I was clear. I joined the industry. I started enjoying my industrial lives. Being into the industry, working, and then you don't do much research. Fine, I don't do much research. But whatever I have learned, I started applying. That was more pressure for me at the time. So it has become a better process for me. I thought I was doing. Why I am again? It is not stopped. I didn't stop with the metallurgy. Then I am working in a company called Wheels India. We manufacture companies. There is a lot of process in which stamping, welding, all this painting, corrosion, all these things. So this was my job. Then I was assigned a job of testings, failures. Why that fails? Why does it fail? So this is where I started more of fatigue and learning of the fatigue and so on. I started designing the product. Today, in over the 9 years period, I am head of the design and development, the R&D, the new product development, project management, everything I take care of. With me, there are 65 mechanical engineers are working. So I am more of a mechanical engineer today than a metallurgist, than a chemist. So you should accept these things, then things will change. If you take any big organization who have come with flying colors, their route is always not conventional. It is unconventional. Either it is a Sundar Pichai or a Bill Gates. It will never be conventional. So be ready for challenges. Be ready for more and more adventures. If you are ready for adventures, your life